Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome,
Welcome.
welcome to another exciting episode of PTSD. We down one man short, but we got Sean and Tony here, so Dre had to take care of some business. But hopefully he'll be back next week, probably next week if I'll be back. Yeah, I think I'll be back. But anywho, well, I'm quite sure everybody heard it. What's going on? What happened in the news and stuff, or the social media, whatever, about Tory Lane and Megan Thee Stallion. See, I thought I was gonna see the other one. I got y'all. Um, was it justified? Did he do a selfish? I mean, not selfish. Did he do a heinous act? Did he actually shoot her, or they're pulling rabbits out of hats? They going off what they think. Although he did have illegal guns, but that don't mean if you have an illegal gun, that don't mean you're gonna shoot somebody with the gun.
It's just for protection.
Yeah, it's just for protection. So we're gonna try to dig in a little bit into that, and we got somebody that's been actually um, backtracking the story and keeping up with it. And we already know him. Ain't no special guest. We already know him as T Bird, Tony. So we gonna put it to Tony because he's been following this and he know more about it than I do. I've just heard like speculation stuff on YouTube and social media, Facebook and TikTok stuff about it. So me personally, I was shocked when they said he was guilty because didn't no evidence really point to him
Exactly.
that he actually took the gun out and shot her. So we're gonna pass it to Tony and we're gonna see what he got to say about it. So Tony, let's hear your perspective on this, man.
Yeah, it just shows that the world we live in is it's a done data. Like it's the world we live in it's pretty much gone. Like people just get rid of all logic and reasoning, and they don't care about the truth. They don't care about what's in front of your face. Uh, People just tell bold faced lies, and then they just go with the lies because they show. They said despite the evidence showing that he didn't shoot her, they still locked him up anyway. So they just let you know like the world is against men, the government, everybody is against men because if that was the other way around, um, if the guy was accused of, like you said, like whether there's the great word or anything that shows harm toward women, like guys don't even go through that whole trial thing. It's just they guilty. Instead of innocent to proven guilty, they just guilty until proven innocent when it comes to men. So the fact that they show all the evidence that he didn't do it, all the evidence provided and proven that he didn't shoot her. Because I remember early in the case, but it was like when she got shot in the foot, when they was examining her foot, they were showing like I think they said something about it was glass, like as if she stepped in shards of glass or something like this. So the foot injuries from the glass, I guess, doesn't match up to a foot injury from a bullet because you know you got shot. You know what I'm saying? Like in a foot with or just any part of the body with a bullet hole that look like when it penetrates. So her stories kept not adding up, and not only did it not add up, the evidence or the lack thereof showed and it backed up that it didn't add up to her story. It didn't even make her story complete. So usually when you run trials, you need thorough evidence, you need a thorough investigation, and then you draw everything together to get a final answer. They couldn't find nothing on her end to support her claim. Nothing, no type of evidence to support what she was talking about. No substantial proof to show the injury that she had. Everything she said never added up. It never added up in because whatever when you have this part, it adds up to this part and it connects to this part to get to the final answer. So everything she was talking about, the story. Oh, it not only did it not add up, it kept changing too. It changed back and forth. She'll say this, and then she'll say that. Then she'll change this detail. Then she'll change that detail, and people start putting it together. And they actually put it on. I think it's on TikTok or Instagram. Somebody uploaded a clip. Megan Thee Stallion was getting out of the car. I don't know if she was finna go into the courtroom, but like when celebrities get out of the car, be people waiting on the side with their phones taking pictures. And one black guy yelled he was in the audience. He was like, "Why you lie on that boy like that?" So people were, and then when he said that, other people was like, yeah, they was like, yo, like, why did you allow Tory Lanez? And of course, she didn't answer. She just ignored him and like walked in the building. So she wouldn't even answer the question directly. But people was like, yo, why you allow him like that? So basically, she was facing the heat because people know that she's lying now. So you would think, well, all of the evidence showing the lack of evidence and people putting it together, the public putting it together that she's lying and everybody know that she's lying now because her story is not adding up. You would think the government would be like, and then of course with their investigation about her stuff, her story not adding up, they'd be like, okay, she's just trying to make a case out of nothing, and they still took her side and put him in jail. So the fact that they still convicted him, and he's finna go to jail. It just lets you. It ain't nothing but a gender divide. And then it was crazy because more. I noticed, like, on social media, like, because regular people can comment on celebrities' pictures, or like they can hit the like button or comment. So like, I guess every time like Megan was making a post or whatever, people was commenting on her page like, "Why are you lying? Like, you busted, you been exposed. Like, why is you still carrying on this lie, trying to ruin Tory Lane's career?" And she was cussing them out. Y'all don't know what I've been through, and nothing but deflection. So she kept trying to, rather than saying, you know what, I was busted. She literally kept defending her lie. So now to the point where everybody, like, people know she's lying, and rather than her just saying, all right, damn, everybody know now, so I can't run no more, she's still trying to defend the lie. So she knows she full of crap, but she gonna ride it out like how Jezebel was in the Bible, the Jezebel spirit. She knows she's full of crap, and even though she knows it and the public knows it, she's still gonna ride out with that lie to the end, knowing that she wrong. So yeah, so she just basically defiant to the end. And usually, and that's what man or woman, anybody with a defiant spirit, there's no coming back from that, because they gotta want to change. But when they defiant like that, they not gonna change. Like, they'll know they wrong and they gonna ride it out till death. They just don't care. So it is what it is. But it just show you the state of America, and just the state of the world, especially America. And it's funny because this is a country that I always talk about, a fair trial and all this, and you need evidence to prosecute somebody and convict them of something the right way. Because think about it, a fair trial, if you want to be technical, is nothing but righteous judgment. Because that means, well, we're going to put you through a trial because we're not finna assume nothing. So we're going to get the evidence and the data, and if everything points and proves that you did it, then we punish you accordingly. That's what a trial is. A trial is supposed to be righteous judgment. But obviously, we can see in America, you can have everything on your side showing that you didn't do it, proof that you didn't do it, and if people want to see you be down, they're going to put you down, even though you know you're innocent, and all the evidence show that you're innocent. But if people don't like you, they're going to do everything in their power to make sure that you lose, despite the fact that that you got evidence showing that you're clean. So they're going to make you dirty. If you're not naturally dirty, they're going to put something on you to make you dirty. So that's just a classic case of, that's the whole feminism thing at its finest. The man is all this proof that he's innocent, and they still gonna lock him down simply because he's a man. And she's getting away with this simply because she's a woman. There's no other reason that, oh, well, she's a righteous woman, or no, it's just that it's woman versus man, and a woman can say anything. She could tell a bold-faced lie, and the guy's gonna be punished for it. But if a guy be like, oh, well, this woman sexually harassed me, she touched me in a weird way, or she did this to me, he'll get laughed at. He'll be taken as a joke because he's a man. He's just supposed to take that because he's a man. But a woman can sit up here and tell a bold-faced lie on a man, and there's no way to find out or a trial to see if he's clean. They just take the woman word for it, and the man just get punished just like that. It ain't even a thought. So, yep, he got guilty off of something he clearly didn't do, and it just lets you know that that's what messed up world we live in. And if it keep going this way, the world is America is steady on the decline. You know what I'm saying? It was never perfect, but I mean, for older time, like back then, like when I was a little bit younger, when stuff was, or like when my uncle was growing up, America was never perfect, but you have had decent or better times than others. But as the days go on more and more, it's steady declining. It's steady declining. So basic stuff that was rudimentary, that was a necessity for survival or necessity to make a judgment about something, because you had certain factors that you had to consider in order to make a choice about what the end result should be. Those days is over. Righteous judgment about, okay, he did this, she did this is going to be the response to that. Those days of righteous judgment is over. Like, you could just say anything. Well, if you're a woman, you could just say anything to a man, and there's instant ramifications, whether you're guilty or not. Like I said, if the person is guilty, then that's different. But we living in a world where you could be innocent, and a woman could just say one thing, and then they just take the woman's word for it, and the guy is treated like an animal. He's just guilty, and there's nothing he could do about it, because now he got to face the court. Not only do he got to face the court with the judge, he got to face the court of public opinion. Shout out to CGA. He always say that. When people get in trouble in the media, they got to face the court of public opinion, meaning when you on social media, now you got the world judging you. The world criticize you. So it's what the people think. You could be innocent, but if everybody on Twitter or Instagram or TikTok say you're a dog, even if you're innocent, that's the word. That's the public opinion of you. You just a dog. Or you're a filthy animal, or you this or you that. And you could be innocent the whole time. So,
You can change, you filthy animal.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's sad that Tori is going through this. But the sad thing is, like I said, until God come back, the fact that men and women coexist on this earth, it's always gonna be beef between men and women. That's just what it shouldn't be that way, but that's just the way it is now. Men will always hate women, and women would always hate men. It's always gonna be a beef there. But like I said, hate is wrong on both sides. But that's why I said you got to be fair. It ain't like women just they righteous and everything is just smooth, and guys just hate them. I remember this one guy said this. I forgot he was on YouTube. He was like, the fact that women just go through puberty and they got it easy in life, as far as like they can get a lot of stuff. You know, they still have to work and be citizens of society, but the fact that they can get through a lot in life just by how they look, and because they have a vagina, a lot of things are handed to them, and you don't even have to be the prettiest girl. It's just the fact that you have a vagina. You know what I'm saying? So whether you're nice looking, you a 10 in the face, you average, whatever. Like a lot of things that be handed to a woman simply because she's a woman. And guys know that we have to go out and build our empire. We have to work. You know what I'm saying? We have to build things. We don't hate on women because it's handed to them. We just see that, okay, we understand that women are going to get handed stuff and certain privileges because of looks. But since we know that, stop making it look like you out here building civilizations and doing the dangerous stuff that men have to do. See, we understand that women are going to get certain things just because they're going to have certain privileges, just because they're women. That's understandable. But when you, just like power, and I always say this because you have men that's in power that's corrupt. So it go both ways. But once again, you got to take it with the man upstairs, because even though men are corrupt, also, um, things still get done and built as men. Men are corrupt, but civilizations are still built. Men are corrupt, and powerful men leaders are corrupt, but you still have air conditioning, you still have food, you have transportation, you have places where you can wash up, you have places where you can get drinking water, clothing, shelter. And all of this is currently in a world of corrupt men. You still have basic necessities. Now, with the whole COVID thing, it started to get crazy, but you get what I mean. You still have basic necessities while men are in power and are corrupt. So that lets you know nobody's perfect, because nobody's saying nobody's perfect. But if women can't do what men do, as far as like women can't build civilizations. They can kind of like keep up with the civilizations that was already built by men, but they couldn't build it on their own and sustain and operate heavy machinery and manipulate the elements. And they can't do that without men. So it's just funny, like how I would just, and just, every few, and I know I'm going on a tangent, but it's just like, I would just watch it like a little commercial, and it's just like, it's women like with nunchucks, and it's like they be showing like a woman bench pressing a car, and I'm like, it's this whole women power thing is just like it's just so, it's worn out now. It's played out. It's played out. Like they show all this on a commercial to hype the woman's head up, but when she goes in the real world, she needs a man's assistance. But you just show a woman on a commercial bench pressing a car. And it's like, so y'all all is strong, but then how come when it come to real life stuff, now you need men? You need the police, who is men. That's why I laugh at women police officers, because it's like, the only thing a woman can do that can stop a guy in his tracks, and they have to be from a distance, is if the police officer has a gun. Because a bullet can take anybody out. But remember, before it even get that far, to apprehend the suspect, if it's like 3 women cops and it's a big guy that's a male, he gonna knock all 3 of them out. So every time when they call for backup, they call what? They call for men cops, because men can hold other men. Men can take on other men. So it's just like, even when you have women in power, it has to be backed up by men in power, because those men in power have to help those women that's in power. You never see nothing where women is in power alone and they don't need no man, and they can whoop man and do all this gladiator stuff with no man assistance. You haven't seen that anywhere. So it's just the fact that women can get away with murder, literally, fake allegations, great allegations, fake domestic abuse. Because of course, when you look at the domestic abuse charges, you'll find out when they dig into the story and they find out how bad the domestic abuse dispute was. They find out that and they said like 70 to 75% of the domestic disputes was started by women. But of course, when the girl makes the call, it's just that I'm calling. I'm the girl that's calling. He's the big bad wolf. Come get him. But when you look at like I said, when they actually goes, because you have to go into the records and the files of when you file a report about what happened from beginning to end. The girl will hit the man with the skillet or try to stab him, and then in order for him to not get hurt, he'll probably smack her or do something to protect herself because she came at him with a knife or something. But you never hear the beginning of what led to that. It's just you walk in on the aftermath and he smacked her or something like that, but you don't know what happened. So when you found out the research, it's the woman is actually the antagonist in the in like 75% of the situations. So and this is more proof to add to that Megan Thee Stallion can literally have a bold-faced lie, make a bold claim with no evidence showing that Tory is guilty in any way as far as like physical harm done to her, and all the evidence shows that he's clean, and even with the evidence showing that he's clean, he's still going to jail just because she said so, just because she made a claim. So it's just this America's on a constant decline, and it's not gonna get no better. It's just not. And I always say this: I'm not trying to be doom and gloom, but God has to fix all this. So as long as God is not here and we just living every day, nothing is gonna get better. You might have little pockets here and there of good, but that's what they call their pockets. It's not an overall big chunk that's good over here and good. It's gonna be little small doses of good, but it's gonna be majority wicked. That's just that's the world we live in. It's always gonna be more bad than good. Period. So I know I went off on a tangent, but that's my take on it. So now we finna hear from Sean.
Pep Buchanan. No, John, what's your outtake on this Tory Lane and Meg getting the stallion thingy?
I'm gonna just say this, and I said this a while ago. When it comes to men and like the judicial branch and everything, when it comes to men facing trials and everything, it's always guilty until proven innocent. Always. And it shouldn't be like that because you need the facts, you need the proof. When it comes to serious allegations like this, rape allegations, the domestic abuse, when it comes to allegations like these, you need to make sure that you having all of the facts, all of the proofs, videotapes, whatever you need before you be like lock them up in jail or put them behind bars. Because like when you going in the case, when the lawyer and everything, they tell you when you go in the courtroom, you have to put your hand on the Bible and don't say anything but the truth, nothing but the truth. You taking the oath to because that's what justice is supposed to be. Unfortunately, it's not like that in some cases. Well, most cases actually, it's not like that. So my take on the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion situation, I've been keeping up with it for a couple months, but I ain't keep up with it like Tony did. Tony did the full explanation, and I thank him for that. Um, Shout out to you, Tony, for the research and everything. And like I said, I've done some of it, but I didn't do quite a lot. I do know that she said she was shot in the foot, and she said Tory Lanez did it like years. I think it was in 2020. I do know she did that, and then after that, I just didn't look into it. But when I found out that Tory Lanez was getting charged and he was having a trial for prison imprisonment, that's when I started to do more research, and that's when I found out. That's when I found out that not Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion was lying. She didn't get shot in the foot, and no shots were fired. And she said in the car or anything. Now I'm gonna say this: Tory Lanez, you did kind of mess up because in America, I guess when you own a gun, you have to have gun cards, you have to have paperwork that you own that gun. That's the problem with guns and everything. People niggas just get guns without paperwork and everything, and that's why it's like, yeah, with that, when they have that on you, you can't deny that, bro. Unless you have paperwork or a gun card or anything, you can't deny that you own that gun illegally. But just cause you owned it, you may have not you may have not intended to use it in harm. You may have just used it like what Tony said, self protection, because people are crazy these days. So, but I'm gonna just tell people this: with the law, they will get you for anything you have that you did in the past. Oh, you may not have did this, but you did do this. You may not have shot her in the foot, but you did have a gun illegally. You did illegally discharge a weapon. They gonna get you for that. So, but it is with the wicked part. Megan Thee Stallion, you you lied on his name. You lied on his name, and you know better. You in the industry, you've seen this happening and stuff. So the fact that you lied, that tells me that you wanted to hurt him. That tells me that you wanted to prevent him from, making his money, making his bread, making his business. You wanted to prevent him from that. You wanted to strike at his core. And I think I may have, I think I know the story. Like, I think they said Megan Thee Stallion got jealous because he was with another girl. That's what I heard. I don't know if Facebook, if y'all want to reach out to tell that part, but that's what I heard. That she got jealous that he was talking to another girl and flirting,
I think I heard that too.
and that's when she got in her feelings. It was like, okay, so you want to do this? I'm a, fake that he shot me in the foot. So, but it's like, is it? It it's not. It's crazy to me. That's crazy. You could lie because you didn't get what you wanted. That's just crazy. And with the law and everything, it's against men. It's against men, especially black men. So she should know better. Especially black men, it's against them.
Yeah, because a man can't do that, but a woman can lie like that and have it.
Exactly. And I find it funny how the guy was like, "Why you lie on that boy like that?" What you said, Tony. I find it funny how she can walk up the stairs with just no remorse. That's just insane to me. That's insane. But like I said, I don't know the full now I know the full story and everything because of Tony. But it's just all this lying, man. I'm sick of all this lying and just like the allegations and everything. Like what I said, those are serious allegations. Those are serious accusations. Domestic abuse, rape, and everything. Those are serious accusations. And the fact that somebody can lie, like, oh no, he didn't do that. That's cold hearted. That is very cold hearted, and that's very calculating. Um, that's psychotic. That's psychotic behavior. Not even psychotic, sociopathic behavior. What I don't know. That's very calculating though. You knew what you were doing, so it's not like they, you know, on meds or anything, or it's not like they, not there fully mentally or anything. You knew what you were doing. You knew what you said. You knew how to say it. You knew who to say it to. So, and that's a very important one too. Who to say it to. Who she say it to. Majority women. And what they do, they get on the bandwagon. Oh yeah, he did it. Nobody asks. Just be like, well, hold on now. Why? Well, hold on. You in the industry. First of all, you should know you in the industry. Cheating is everywhere in Hollywood. People do it all the time in Hollywood. Couples do it all the time. And wives are aware that their husbands are cheating. Husbands are aware that their wives are cheating. And they still with them. So you should know that from the jump. It's the industry. You think the industry, you're just going to lock somebody down? You Megan Thee Stallion, for Christ's sakes. You got bodies. So, it's true. But it's just, you knew what you were doing. You knew who to say it to because you knew they was just going to eat that cake up and just, power you up, gas you up and everything. Yeah, you go girl, blah, blah, blah. He should go to prison and everything. But nobody stops to ask. It's like, did you really get shot in the foot? Or, they said the puncture, the wound on your foot didn't look like bullet holes. It didn't look like a bullet hole. So nobody stopped to ask. Everybody's like, oh, yeah, he shot me and everything. Niggas not, well, I can't say that. Because, dude, you got some dudes that's out here that's crazy. But level-headed people that have a gun, they not, oh, let me go kill somebody. Let me go shoot somebody in the foot. That's not what if you level headed and everything, that's not what people want. You just gotta ask like, well, what happened? Go back to the beginning. So, like I said, I don't know the full situation, but it's just a classic case of just
The
her.
fact that she just openly lied and she
Yeah.
still got away with it, knowing that
still,
she lied. That's
yeah.
the part that's just absurd.
It's just a classic case of hurt people hurt people. He hurt me emotionally. Well, let me hurt him financially. That's all it is. So it's just crazy. That's my take on it. Technical difficulties.
Took my wig on.
Well, what do you think, Dad?
Um,
What do you think about this mess?
I just like I'm with you, man. I know very little about it. I mean, the first time I heard of it is when it all was
First started.
out and she had the video since she was shot in the foot. When I first saw the video, I mean, I'm not a Megan Thee Stallion fan anyway, so I just was like, oh wow, well it happens. Celebrity like crazy people, it happens. But a couple of days ago, when I woke up and I always look at my Facebook page, and it was like Tory Lanez was found guilty.
That's crazy.
And then that's when it all came back to me. I'm like, Tory Lane, I know that name from somewhere. I'm like, oh, that's the Megan Thee Stallion thingy.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have proof of anything, you can't get tried. You can't go to trial and lose a case. They say you're a murderer and they have no proof that you killed anybody.
Exactly.
Now the gun charges, if I'm saying if because I don't know him like that, if he didn't have his credentials, okay, well I get that part.
Right, but that's a separate charge. That you
Yes,
they got
exactly.
Right.
Yeah, that's okay. Give him, let him do whatever for that. Give him a ticket, whatever. How they do it, I don't know. But don't throw murder on this guy if y'all don't have proof. I mean, not murder.
Yeah.
A gunshot, shooting somebody if y'all don't have proof of it.
Exactly.
That just don't make sense. And then people sit and wonder why you can't trust the system.
Mm-hmm.
It's prime examples right there. He's not just he's just one that came out with it. Look how many brothers that got sent up the river for stuff they didn't even do.
Sad.
All because
Sad.
he say she say. You know, so this has been going on for years, man. I'm quite sure, and I saw a video of his father. He was having a fit. I don't know if he was in front of the courthouse or something, but his father, Tory Lane's father, he was like, man, in other words, they ain't have no evidence, but they locked my son up. We don't know how many years they're going to give him. We don't know because it ain't came out yet. We just know he was guilty. But we'll see. But you know the company you keep. You know what I'm saying? You know the company. Everybody know what Megan Thee Stallion is. She's a rapper. Which I'm not. She want to be a rapper. I'm not saying she's a good rapper because to me her music sucks. But if you're dealing with guys like that, expect that outcome. I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm just saying it's like me dealing with a thug woman. If I'm hanging with her, expect me to be ducking for bullets because it's going to happen eventually.
Yeah,
So
right.
I don't know what convinced them. I don't know if they went in the back and had some lunch or something and said, well, you know, we're going to lock him up. We ain't got enough to do, just lock him up. They could have just was like, you know what? Continue the case. Just continue until you find proof. If he did it, then by all means, yeah, lock him up. He's got a unregistered gun and he shot somebody. Okay, but if I'm working a case and I go to not your house, pull you over something, you say, oh man, Sean got unregistered guns in his car. You got your paperwork? Oh no, man, he's gonna run it through the computer. You have no records of credentials of holding a firearm legally. Okay. But across the street, a girl say, he shot me. By me being a cop or working in the judicial system, I need proof of that. What, do you know it was him? Yeah, how you know it was him? Because the guy that shot me had a black hat on like he did. That still ain't telling me nothing.
Right.
You know how many mistaken identities that goes on, man?
A lot, yeah.
Cops used to do they used to do me like that all the time.
Man.
Oh, we got a
You thought you was
description.
somebody else.
Somebody look like you.
It happened to me too.
But it's not me. Why you say, look, you got a black t-shirt on, he had one on too. Go up the street, take a look around. Look how many black brothers got on black t-shirts.
Right.
But that's how the system is when it comes to men.
Yeah.
Men, it was never meant for us to make it anyway. Never. It was never meant for black women to make it anyway, but they take sides. The system takes sides. Of course you're going to go for the weaker vessel. That's common sense. If you're fighting somebody, your move is to what? If you're fighting somebody bigger than you and taller than you, what you have to do? You got to take the knees out. You take the knees out, that's with anybody. They're useless. So what do they do with the black community? They take the knees out. Black men are the knees. We don't stand on women. Women's supposed to stand on us. We protect them, it's not the other way around.
Be the foundation.
Exactly. And then when they interviewed her, she was just like lost. Like when Gayle King interviewed her, they're like, well, did you have any sexual relationship with this guy? She was like, no. You're lying right there. Come on, man, stop lying. If you did it, you did it. You woman enough to say all this stuff on your albums.
You ain't lying.
Be a woman to tell the truth.
Vocal with it.
Tell the truth.
That's funny, yep.
And then she gets up there and say, well, these black men need to protect these black women. But you out there selling your body. Well, I'm not saying sell literally.
Yeah,
your raps is pretty much selling your body.
Yeah, but she's selling it too because remember, music videos are visuals. So she's showing, she advertising via visual video.
That is true.
Stripping and everything. Yeah.
So how you going to say we need protection? And a lot of them say that. I see a lot of YouTube shows and podcasts. Black man needs to protect the black women. Yeah, that's true, but only if you was worth protecting.
Exactly, yep.
You can't run around and whistle Dixie all day long and want somebody to protect you. It just don't happen. Because if that man's not with you every day, all day, he don't know what you're doing. You could be out there doing God's know what to who. But when the crap hits the fan, you want to run behind me and push me up, talking about, well, he did this and did that. And 9 times out of 10, if you talk to somebody in that situation, you talk to that guy, you cool him down, you talk to it, her and that guy is messing around. Believe me, I know. I've been on this earth for a little bit of time now. I've seen things, I've heard things. I didn't talk to people about this stuff, but they needed more evidence. I didn't see the whole thing like you did, Tone. When I watched it, it all came back, and then I started watching stuff on YouTube, like little clips and stuff. They like, man, there's no proof. Let me get a gun and shoot you in the foot. And the frail as your foot is, 9 out of 10, a bullet's gonna go through your foot.
Right.
But when they showed the video of her getting out the limo, I forgot what it was.
Yeah, I think it was a limo.
It was like little cuts.
They was like shit that don't last or something
Like
like
stuff
that.
don't last.
Yeah.
Let me get a 38. And it's like, Sean, put your foot up here. And I was like this and say, bow.
For real.
You think you're gonna be talking like, oh, I just got shot? No, you gonna have a fit. Believe me, I've been shot twice. Bullets hurt. They hurt like a son of a gun.
For real?
Yeah,
Right,
shot twice. Yes.
Not shot at, but shot.
No, I got shot twice.
Where?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right up on 71st Street.
I'm saying you got like the
Like
little...
This right here, that's a bullet. Oh, wait, no, not this. This one. Right there.
Wow.
What? Okay.
Where the other one?
And when they was shooting, I'll tell you the story. Wow. I was on my way home on my bike. I had an older bike then. And I met this girl. She like, how you doing? We just talking. She said, you want to go ride off into the sunset? I'm like, that was a good line. That was a good line. It wasn't no setup or nothing like that.
Oh, right, because I'm like,
No, it
that
wasn't
sounds like
set
a good
up.
line for a setup.
No, it
Because
wasn't
don't no
set up.
normal person say
Right.
that.
So we
What-
riding
what-
up
what-
to,
what?
that's when Checkers was. You probably know
Yeah.
Checkers
Oh,
was
yeah, of
71st
course.
Street.
Yeah.
Right there where Starbucks is.
Uh-huh.
So we riding. So these dudes, right there by, you don't know what Don Nash is. It's up the street. It's like a youth center, got a swimming pool.
Okay.
Right up on 71st Street. So she's in front of me. We riding. And these guys is beefing. And dude get in the car. He pulled off and stopped. He like, what y'all saying? He just reached in the car and was shooting up that thing. And it happened so fast, you couldn't even do nothing. So all, by me being tall, I got down. And I guess some people was coming around. They was shooting back at him. Shot me in my arm. Shot me in my booty hole.
Wow.
Well, my booty, not my
Your
booty
cheek,
hole.
right.
Yeah, my booty cheek.
Yeah.
Didn't know I was shot till I got to the 72nd.
And they said that adrenaline, you don't even know it. Until you
I
calm
get
down
on the
and be like,
bike.
what
I'm
the-
like, man, these cats is crazy. Start paddling. You know, man, I'm like, man, I can't wait to get home. And I looked down. I had on some white Damage. I never forget it was some Damage shorts. It was a clothing line called Damage. It was white and had brown stripes. I was crazy about them dang on shorts, man.
Okay.
So I'm riding. So I just, you know how you riding the bike with something, you look down.
Yeah. You was like,
I'm like, blood. So I looked, and all that was just red. And I had blood coming down my arm, but I didn't feel a thing till I looked at it.
y'all been in the pain setting. They always said it's like that.
Yeah, they.
I'm like, oh my God, I got shot. So, I rung the doorbell. Shopper came to the door. Her ass was big like globes. She went and told Mama, so Mama took me to Jackson Park Hospital.
Ain't got it.
So,
Kill you or nothing.
so I know how bullets feel.
Real.
I know
Was
how they
this
feel.
before? Was this before I was born?
Man, that's a good question.
Was it before you? I can't remember. It was so long. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
That was God right there, because
So-
I wouldn't be right here if it went the
Yeah.
wrong way.
Yeah, and when I went to the doctor, the bullet came out of my booty cheek. This one right here is stopped.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say 'cause that's right by the collarbone.
Yeah,
Your
so
shoulder.
they dug it and took it out. So when they was doing the X-rays and stuff, the doctor was like, if this bullet would have went further up, it probably would have hit you in your side. You could have died.
Ooh.
He like, do you know who shot you? I'm like, I ain't know
Yeah,
what
it
shit
just
got
happened
going
so
on. It
fast,
just
right.
happened so fast.
Right.
Then the police came like, what they shooting at you? I'm like, no.
They
I was just riding. I got caught in the crossfire.
Yeah, right.
So they're like, yeah, that happens to a lot of people sometimes. But he like, it's the grace of God that you still here, because I could have got shot in the head.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
I could have got shot in the chest.
And remember,
the
you
back.
ducked, so if it hit your
Yeah,
head, it was right by your
exactly.
head. It
And I'm
went to your
already
head.
tall, so only thing I could do was just get off the bike. It was a car, sidewalk. I got off the bike and was like in front of a store.
Yeah.
And I seen everybody else ducking down, ducking down by the car, but I didn't want to get up and go to the car because
Right.
I was scared.
Yeah.
Because that was the closest I ever been to a real gunfight.
Right, yeah,
Man, my heart was like,
Mm.
I didn't even know I got shot. Until I saw that blood,
And
that pain was like,
Yep.
I'm like, oh my God, this hurts so bad. So, long story short, once that adrenaline kicked down, you're going to feel the bullets, man. I'm telling you. You're going to feel them. They hurt. Like a scale of 1 to 10 is like a 40. Yes.
Oof.
And it all depends when you get shot.
I was just going to say that too. They said depending on where you get shot at,
Yes.
because they said you can get shot in a place where it's not by no vital organ,
Yeah, exactly.
and it'll hurt. But
Exactly.
but they was like, if you get shot in a certain spot,
Yeah, it hurts so bad.
it's over with, bro. They said that pain is crazy.
Just like people can take an arm shot, it'll hurt.
Yeah, they be like, oh, but yeah.
But if I shoot you in your kneecap,
Bro,
you gonna feel that.
yeah, facts.
you ever get shot in the kneecap,
Yeah, I heard about the
you might
kneecaps.
not walk again, and it hurts like hell.
Yes.
Oh, it hurts.
At certain spots you get shot in,
Yes.
it's gonna hurt way worse than other spots.
Long story short, never ran off with a woman into the sunset.
Man,
That was
that's crazy. That sounds like something off a movie.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, hey, I want to check this. Give me a burger.
That's crazy.
But anyway, long story short, we black men and black women, but it's mostly black men. We can't trust the system. We can't, because there's too many of us already locked up for stuff we didn't even do.
It's against us.
It's against us.
Definitely.
That's right.
So he probably had no wind. That's crazy, because I used to live on 71st. Yeah, I remember Lido. Yep.
Oh, you used to live.
That's Lido. That's where it happened at. Right? Yep, 71st.
Oh, wow.
East End, by the laundromat. That's what happened at.
East End.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly
That's
where it happened at.
before Euclid, and that's
Yeah,
where
it's up this way.
Yeah, yeah. East End.
That's
Yeah.
where it happened at.
Mm.
Them cats up there's crazy.
Cause ain't that over there by Krieger and all that,
Yes.
right? Yeah, I know exactly
Yep.
what you're talking about.
That's what happened at. So that's my story. I was blessed. I'm still here. Thank God.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm glad you good.
No canes, no wheelchairs, no nothing. I can use all my limbs and everything. That's the blessing. But
Crazy.
yeah, the Tory Lane thing and Megan Thee Stallion, that was a bit much. I don't know. She should have just let it go.
Of course.
It was done.
Yeah.
Even if you did, I'm not saying I'm just saying even if she did get shot, it's over. You didn't die, man. Take that as a loss. Because if that day I got it, and I seen the people who did it, I'm not going to court and trick off.
Yeah.
I might not live to see the next day. It's done. I'm alive. If God allow it, I'm going to heal up. I'm back outside riding my bike. But you can't, that's a world where not, although she wasn't big like she is now, but now look at her. She's getting everything thrown her way. Because black men need to protect black women, she say. But why would you protect, and I don't care who's listening, why would you protect something that don't even protect themselves?
And not even that, it's like they want us to protect them simultaneously while they destroy us.
Yeah.
How you want us to protect you and y'all destroying us?
And it's crazy.
Calling
it's like
us
that.
names and
You
using
can say
us.
one thing and now we in the system based off a lie because you was mad that day. Like, y'all literally
Thanks, Lito.
destroy us and
Thank
put
you.
us away, but y'all want the same people y'all destroying to protect you.
And
How,
love,
bro?
And that's why you see it on YouTube when the ladies have their podcast. That's all they say. Our black men need to protect us. Will you protect? But be honestly, they're not going to protect you.
No, and then that's
Nah.
it did look. Oh my God.
But if I say stuff like this, I'm harsh. Or why you always picking on black women? Black women pick on black women, but they don't say nothing about each other to men said about them.
Exactly.
So it's pretty much
And they always
pretty much useless.
And black women pick on black men.
all the time.
Yeah.
They say, "Oh, you
All
ever speaking
the
on black?
time.
Don't nobody pick on black men like black women. We already do it to each other, which is bad enough. But outside of the same sex male,
Yes.
women pick on black men all the time. We just see they think we calling out what they do is picking on them. We just calling out what you do. Black women don't even call out what you do. They just pick on you. They lie on you. They argue with you when everything's fine. They start arguments, and it's just like for real. How do y'all say? Because you're right. I've been hearing it a lot. Black men need to stick up for black women, but remember, and that's why I love saying this because you got to put what they say. This ain't something we saying. Women, black women, out of their own mouth said that they don't need no man. They said that they're independent. We're independent. We don't need no man. Y'all say this on y'all shows. Y'all write it in books. Y'all make movies, short films about it. Y'all say that. So why do you need protection from somebody that you're independent of?
Hypocritical.
You either need us or you don't. You can't say why, protect us, and in the same breath, we don't need y'all niggas. Our niggas ain't, we don't need y'all anyway. So So which one is it? Do we protect you or you don't need us? It can't be both.
So if that makes a lot of sense actually. So why would you want my protection but you don't need me? So why would I stick up for you?
Because
I'm
common
trying to
sense
help you out.
means you don't need protection
Yeah.
from somebody you don't need, right?
Exactly.
You want protection from somebody you actually want to rock with.
There you go.
You made it clear you don't want to rock with us. So why do you need protection from the people you already admitted you don't want to rock with? It don't make sense. It's either A or B.
Yep. We'll see you.
So,
It's in every race,
yeah,
but it sticks out more
with us.
with the with the black sisters. And it's like everybody following the same trend, man. They're all following the same trend.
I just find it funny how, they just need to. A lot of these women just need to stop pretending. They need to just stop pretending like they care. They need to, because when you popular, you have influence, and when you have influence, that influence will do everything in their power to defend your influence that you have on them. So it's just they need to just stop pretending, because a lot of people that's sticking up for Megan, it's like, one, she don't even know you, and she's saying in her songs, man, she's like, yeah, she's talking about this the feminist movement and everything. If you're a feminist, I mean, you care about your fellow women and everything, but you
This
talking
might answer your
trash.
question. In the Myrtle Beach Bowl this past Monday.
Computer stuff.
Wow.
Okay, that was weird.
They always do that.
But they I just lost my train of thought.
Man.
John, there's Annabelle in there.
For real. They say feminists and everything, and they supposed to stick up for, other women, but they talking trash about the women in their own songs. That B ain't better than me and blah blah blah, and she can't, fall in love with you right and everything. It's just like they need to just stop. A lot of these women just need to stop pretending. They just need to take accountability.
It's so funny.
Just be like, yeah, I lied on them. Don't stand up for the lie, because that's gonna make you look goofy, and that's gonna make you look even more stupid.
Just let it go.
Or just let it go. But most importantly, call it out too. Just
Yeah.
be like, I messed up. I effed up.
They're not gonna do that.
They not gonna do
That's
that.
an admission
Yeah.
of guilt. Like,
That's
but
an
women
admission,
don't admit
yeah.
they're guilty. They don't admit they wrong.
I don't know why I'm saying it. But
Exactly. Come on,
it's
bro.
a dead mission.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. And for her to be sincere, be like, I effed up and I messed up his life because I was angry. You know how type of you know how much of an adult you gotta be to admit that.
Yeah.
Women ain't finna do that, bro. What?
You're right.
In general, come on, bro. Because guess what that means? That means you have to be the bigger person and swallow the pill because you knew you was wrong. So you have to put it out there that you was wrong and let everybody know you was wrong and that you was out of line. They don't do that. Because in their mind, remember, you can't admit something that you don't admit there's a problem to. If they don't think they do nothing wrong, they're not going to admit something that they don't think there's a problem. So,
You're right, Tom.
remember, so it's bad. Since women in general think they don't do anything wrong to begin with, they shouldn't have to admit to something they don't think they're doing wrong. So you would never get them to admit it, because in their mind, it has to be a problem in the first place in order for you to confront the problem. But if it's not even a problem in their mind, they like, what am I admitting to? Because I didn't do nothing wrong. That's really how they feel. So you can't. Like, for her to be able to do, first of all, if she did that, that'd be dope, because, I mean, it's jacked up because the damage is done. But at least, like, before it got this bad, it would have showed that she was an adult and that she admitted that if she would have admitted that she was on BS and shenanigans and made a public apology, that would be adult of her, and she would actually get respect for being honest like that. But she's not going to do that, because in her mind, that's taking an L. And I always say this: women don't take L's; they only give them.
So what do you think is, like, from a man's standpoint, what do you think is the problem with this, like, admitting or taking accountability?
Yeah, well, because in their mind, I remember I've actually heard black women say this, but I heard, like, of course, other people like analyze this, but black women to tell you, since they got this fake thing that when they admit when they wrong, they think that's weakness, and it's just like, no, it's humans make. And let's go back to what I was saying. Women make, not even women, people in general, people that mean all races, both genders. You got bad decisions and you got mistakes. Mm-hmm. Mistakes is something that you do with good intentions and the outcome was bad. But the intention was pure at heart and it just turned out bad. You didn't mean for it to go that way, but it went that way. That's a mistake. Bad decisions is choices that is choices that you consciously make that you know is going to be some BS and you know it's actually not good, but you chance it anyway, hoping that it'll be better. Then when it become bad, which is what you kind of knew in the back of your mind, it was going to be bad anyway. So once you go through with it, and now you like butthurt and like you mad that you got negative results when you already knew in the back of your mind this was something negative that you was doing. So it's way more poor decisions than mistakes, because mistakes are something that's usually pure intended, something with pure intentions that goes bad, and you didn't want for it to go that way because you had it was pure at heart and it ended up being bad. That wasn't intentional, so that's a mistake. But poor choices are conscious choices that you make that you know that's detrimental to you, and you do it anyway, hoping for a good outcome. But you know it's bad. You know it's bad going into it, and you still do it anyway. And instead of acknowledging, you blame everybody else instead of blaming the bad decision that you consciously made. So yeah, so for her to know that, and she know it's a lie, and she rolled with it and she kept perpetuating it, knowing that it was BS. She like, well, man, I done came so far now. So if I admitted that I was wrong, I already look dumb now lying, and everybody knows that I'm lying. So you think I'm gonna tell the truth and be honest and apologize on top of me already getting caught in a lie? So she really ain't finna do that. But that takes too much integrity, which is what a lot of people lack. A lot of women, just keeping it real. A lot of women lack integrity. A lot of them they just won't tell the truth. They won't tell the truth. And when they wrong, and not even just like this person's word against this person's word, because you can have two differences of opinion. But women be having stuff that be obvious and blatantly wrong, and they're in the fault, and it's blatant. It ain't even like, well, I think it shows that like, no, she's guilty. This is all the proof. Like it's obvious, and they still just like, so, or no, I don't care. And you be like, what? So it's just,
That's I agree with you, Tony. That's kind of funny because I admit, even with me, uh, like it was harder. And I'm just speaking from experience. When somebody is wrong, it does hurt to admit that. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Like it's hard. It's like, damn, I was wrong, because majority of people love to be right.
exactly.
They love to be right, and they love to be confirmed with something. Yeah. And when it's found out that y'all not, they like, damn, I wish I was right. Even though they wrong, they try to be like, no, they try to justify it. Yeah. That's when it's like, okay, you BSing that because it's factual evidence that you wrong, and you still trying to defend that you right. That's when it's like you goofy. It does hurt it does hurt. It's a hard pill to swallow when you wrong and admitted it. But you're more of an adult, and you're more of a person of honor when you admit that you're wrong. Like, I effed up. There's nothing wrong with just admitting that. It does. I'm not saying it don't hurt. I'm not saying it kind of stings a little bit. It does, but on the other side, it's like, man, you feel wholesome. You feel wholesome when you admit something like that. So the reason why I think women, mostly black women, the reason why I think they hate being wrong is because, and let me know if you know this. You ever when you was a kid, when y'all having a debate in class and everything, and then you say one thing like, it's this, I swear it's this. And then the other kid like, nah, it's not that, it's this. And then they look it up and they was right. And you admit you wrong, and be like, damn, I was wrong. And they shun you for it. So they be like, yeah, I told you. Nah, that's why you wrong. Yeah, rub it in your face. Yeah. So I think it's because over time, that's where that come from. That's what I think. That's where that come from. It's because, yeah, see, it's this. I told you it was this. You stupid. It's kind of like they shunning you for being wrong. But you know what's so
funny? And I can agree that's a part of it. Like, because it's many aspects, but that's definitely one aspect of it. But the sad thing is, the reason is even though that's true, it's still BS on the woman's side because like I said, like the way you saying it is like, it's hard for black women to do that, especially women in general. But we talking about black since we black. It's hard for them to do that because you saying it like, because they have that fear of being it rubbed in their face. Like, is that one of the parts of why you think they do that? Because they don't want to have it rubbed. Okay, I figured that's what you were saying. So the reason I get what you mean, for humans, because that means both sides, men and women. But since we're talking about women, I'm not going to give them that pass. You know why? Because when a woman debate a man about something and the guy is wrong, don't she rub it in his face?
Yeah, she rub it exactly. She rub it in his face. Yeah.
And I'm talking about back. See, you dumb mother. See, y'all. I'm talking. We know how our women is. They go in. They go clean. When you wrong, if the guy is wrong, like if the guy's going to get some woman in an argument, and the guy is actually wrong and she right, you think a black woman could be like, that's all I wanted to say. See, that's all. You think she gonna do that and just walk out the room? Bro, no. So it was like, I can't even, if they was humble like that, then I would give them that pass. Cause I'm like, well, you know what? When they be right, they'll let us know and they be sweet and then I'll stick up for them. Everybody know black women. Black women think about it. When they're wrong, they argue you. So don't let them be right. They be wrong and they argue you down. And they be clearly wrong. So in a situation where she's actually right, bro, you ain't never gonna hear the end of it. Come on, bro. And remember, this is just like boyfriend, girlfriend, even with marriages. When you hear husbands argue with their wife. Don't you think and let's just say like the husband is actually guilty of something. And the argument to be, we'll see this in shows or even just like our uncles or whoever that we know, people that we know that's married. The guy be sitting there, don't the girl be walking around. See, that's why, and she be in the kitchen cooking, just yelling. You done, he just be sitting there, you be like, what's wrong? He be like, because they got that look like, I'm gonna just shut up because I'm not gonna win with her. She got me, I was wrong, but I'm not finna like argue, like she just gonna keep, see, shut the cabinet phone. See, I told you something. He just, the husband sitting there like, because he can't say nothing.
But he already admitted, like, I effed up, you was right.
Bro, and she gonna make a whole store walking around, cooking, cussing him out, and he in another, they would never let you live that down. When they actually right and you wrong, you ain't never gonna hear the end of it.
I also, now with that, I definitely agree with you.
It's true.
With the, both, it goes both sides. Because you got dudes that be
Yeah,
like,
see,
you
see,
dumbass.
right,
Yeah,
see, and I was being fair. I said both sides,
Yeah.
but the reason, because like I said, I would have gave the black woman leniency if when they was right and it was proven, and the guy was, oh damn, my fault, oh that's okay, babe, and that was it. Then I'd be like, okay, cool. But it's like, okay, yeah, but now I'm gonna push back. So even because it's wrong when men do it, but we pushing back because when the men do it. And I remember this one guy, he said something, I forgot who I was watching. It was somebody on YouTube. He was like, even when that be happening, he said, think about it. Like when a guy, because women, like I said, especially black women, even when she's wrong, she's going to argue. And you'll be like, babe, you wrong. Like this. I don't give a, I don't give a, and she could be all the evidence show she's wrong. But she's a woman, she could just cuss you out. I don't give a F, whatever. So guys in their mind, like, so when they finally run into a situation when the guy is right, like an example like that, and she knows she's wrong, I kind of get why guys like, no, don't let it go. Because guess what? That's all years of repression of the woman beating him down verbally. So he like, man, I got me a chance. I'm right. So now I'm finna not let you hear the end of it like how you always did me. Mm-hmm. Come on, bro. In relationships, marriages, I will hear guys say, well, whatever the wife say. And we in a messed up world because the woman's supposed to say, well, that sounds good, but I got to talk to my husband about that. He has the final say. He's the man in the relationship. He can hear what I have to say, but he has the final say. You be hearing guys say, well, my wife got the final say. You got to talk to her. That's in TV shows. That's, you know what I'm saying? I've heard real couples say, like, you be like, bro, she got the final say. It's nothing wrong with consulting them. Like, well, babe, like, wife, what do you think about this? Well, I think something. Okay. And based off what the wife said, I'm going to take that in consideration when I make my final decision. That's cool. They be like, no, it's whatever she say. I done heard guys say, oh, man, hey, that sound good to me, but, she got the last say. She wear the pants. You be like, and we will hear guys say this, like, she wear the, like, it's what she say. She got the final say. So everything is backwards. Everything is backwards. It's all as men don't know what the hell they doing, and women got to wear the pants and be the brains and wear, they got to be the brains of the outfit. They got to make all the decisions, and it's like, bro. So like I said, and sometimes guys mess up because both genders mess up, men and women. So sometimes men be wrong about certain things, and the girl be right. And a woman would just like, she would never let him hear the end of it. So it was like, but then you want to get mad that's why I look at it with the whole red pill thing. Like guys speaking up, telling the truth about what women do. Now women are butthurt. But before the red pill guys, the Kevin saying was in the coach grade, when we were just to think like a man's. Remember, we guys didn't have no red pill. You even had some guys on the woman's side, the Steve Harveys and all of that. When girls think like a man and talk about the dog stuff men do, there was no red pill black men for like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Or like men waking up and talking about what women do. What do? Then we just sit there and take it? And like I said, I remember like times like when I was like in high school and stuff like that, when we would hear how men are dogs. even though like I wasn't a dog, the fact that I was still a man, I'd be kind of like on the woman's side. I'm like, dang, these niggas out here doing that. So you would have a heart like these niggas is bogus if they out here like that. Even though I know I wasn't like that, I can still be like, okay, just because I'm a man, I know I'm cool. But I can admit I know guys as dogs, so I can be like, damn. So you'll kind of agree with the women because we had no say so. It's just whatever they said. The women can dog man all day. And what did we do as men? Did we just sit there and take it like, yeah, like some guys is bogus. We just took it. Now guys is like, all right, cool. Those guys will never cease to exist. You always gonna have knuckleheads. But now you got good guys that's like, well, you know what? We got to talk now because even though we know we men and we know guys as dogs, y'all dogging a lot of us good guys too, and we not like that. So now that we're speaking up, y'all butthurt, who hurt you? But y'all for 40 years was talking niggas this, and we just sat there like, even though I ain't like that, niggas do be on that. We just sit there and take it. So we're all the adult women. That's why I said women are big ass kids. Because if they was real adults, they'd be like, you know what? Let these men go at it. Because we was on Ricky Lake, Steve Harvey, we was dog. And even though all men wasn't like that, they wasn't bad guys. When we talked about men in general, the good guys even took it. They just took it. Even though we was dogging the bad guys and talking about the bad guys, which we chose to be with the bad guys, it's about choice. But even when women was dogging those bad guys they've been with, the fact that we're still men, even though we good guys, we still took the hit with them, with the bad guys. And we're not even bad guys. But it's the fact that we still men and we know how men can be. Right. So we still took the hit too. Like, yeah, I'm not like that, but yeah, niggas do be bogus. We have to sit there and take it. And I'm talking about like lashes. Slavery, wow. We took all the lashes. It's just like, because it's true. Because we're not denying it. You got bogus guys out there. So we just took it. So what's wrong with the grown women? Let us get our stuff off about how these women do. And the ones that's not like that, they be like, hey, let these men go. Let them talk their stuff because these women are bogus. I'm not like that, but I'm finna let these men talk. Because it's a lot of grimy women out here. Now, I might not be like that as a woman, but I know a whole bunch that is. So they just getting their stuff off about how those women are. Because if you a good girl, you'd be like, let the man talk. Because they not wrong in what they saying. And when it was our turn, we was dogging them. And they took it like men. They took it. So we got to take it when they talk about their grievances with us. But they can't take it when we talk about our grievances with them. It's one-sided.
I absolutely agree with everything you said. So that being said, I was going to say my take is what I said was they recognize being wrong as a weakness, and because as kids and everything that kind of went with them as they grew up. And everything, and it's not justifying them. It's not justifying them. Yeah, it goes where it comes from. Exactly. Yeah, so it doesn't justify that. Yeah. But it's also because of the environment. Now, if you with a bunch of girls that's just you mimic the environment you in.
Yes, that's very
true.
That's very true.
If you surrounded by that, you're gonna turn into that.
That's true.
So that's why a lot of these women, they grow up, they get in their teenage years, then 20s, and then they got them out, F you nigga, all that, because they were raised in their environment.
And you know what? I'm glad now I'm going to add to that point. You're right.
But hold on.
Okay,
I also wanted to finish. When you it's a certain time where you have the choice to take yourself out that environment. Like me, for example, I was friends with a lot of kids who smoked weed. Okay, now the general outcome, if I'm with a lot of kids that smoke weed, I should be smoking weed, right? But I don't. Why? Because I had the will and I took myself like, you know what, that's not for me. And I made a choice to take myself out of that environment. Exactly. But most likely, I should be the one that smoked too because, I'm around a bunch of dudes that smoke weed. I guess I should do it too because they around me. But I took myself out of that environment because I'm like, that's not for me, Or, I'm friends with people that drink a lot. Alcohol. I'm not friends with people that's alcoholics. But I've been to parties and stuff where they just chug, all that stuff. I never did that. You know why? Because I took myself out of that environment. So it matters what environment you in, because if you in an environment that's like, nah, niggas ain't this, niggas ain't that, you gonna grow up saying that. And then you put in you conditioning because like I said, children are sponges. Yep. So if you got a black child that's a female, and she around her mama, and her mama dogging her dad, oh, your dad ain't this, your dad ain't that, blah, 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 that nigga, blah, blah. She is going to condition her to get raised, and then she be like, oh, niggas ain't ish. And then she around other girls that say that, then the first time she meet a black man, she gonna be like, you ain't nothing because all my friends told me you ain't
Exactly,
nothing.
yep.
So it's just like it's a condition. That's where I think it comes from. It don't justify it. Because like I said, you gotta get you know, it's a time where you gotta take yourself think outside the box. That's what they call it. Everybody's sheep and everything. Think outside the box. Be like, everybody going that way. Let me try to go this way. And then you go that way. No, that's not what y'all was intended. That's not what the case is over here and everything. But they shun you for that because this society they want you to get with the program.
Exactly.
That's why it's called the red pill because people got to wake up.
Hmm.
It's like the Matrix. They shun you if you stepping outside the box. And with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, they shun Tory Lanez even for something he didn't do. It was because he's told the truth. I didn't do it, and she's on dirt. They shunned him for that. Even though you right, she's still a woman. We going with her side, and it's like, what? Where's the logic in that?
It ain't none.
So that's what I wanted to say. But what you was going to
No,
say? Tony?
you right. And see, yeah. So to add to your point even more, see, and that's why I be trying to compliment women, but it's like every time I try, it be some real stuff that'll bring it back. But at least I'll be trying, cause so that lets y'all know I'll be trying. So
you did it before.
yeah, it's been a lot of times I did it before, but now I'm finna try it again. To your point, when you was like, see, that's crazy. I just thought I'm gonna have to take it back, but I'm gonna still say it though,
Okay.
just for the sake of saying it. Yeah, like, cause what Sean is saying, like, when women say all these guys, cause and it's so crazy, cause I see TikTok videos and just like, and not even just that, but you know, every race got it, but it's just something about black our people. It's just we got to overdo everything, so we see stuff that other races don't see, even though everybody does it. But to the degree that black people do it, it's a whole nother ball game. But yeah, like I've seen like young black chicks, like they got horrible aunties, grandmas, mamas, girl cousins. Like you may have a girl that's like a family of all women, like I said, grandmas, cousins, aunties, best friends in the neighborhood. Those girls can be in the mind. They're cool. They're not thinking about F all niggas. It's just because they haven't even got that far yet. But they'll just be chill. So I would say like a lot of the younger women are actually normal. I ain't that, oh my God, oh he said something nice. Yes, a lot of y'all are normal, meaning y'all haven't been corrupted yet. But when you got no good aunties, grandmas, female cousins, best friends, when y'all hear that so much, now you start adapting their mindset. When at first you were just like, I wouldn't even think like this, but if this is all I hear, rather than go out and see for myself, I'm just listen to them. Right. So I was never saying niggas ain't nothing, but now since I hear all my families and loved ones say it, now every guy I see, I'm gonna say they ain't nothing too, and I don't even know these guys. I'm gonna just go off and just do them wrong and throw them in the category just because what I've been surrounded by. As far as my environment, whether it's friends, house. So yeah, so I'm trying to give women a compliment, like a lot of the younger ones, because the older ones y'all made your mind up. But a lot of the younger ones, I would give them a pass to a certain degree because they might not think like that. But if they're around their family and friends of females that's all like that, then like they said, what's the word? It's bad company corrupts. Like if you around, you could say this in a million different ways. If you around 9 broke people, you're gonna be the 10th one. If you're around 9 millionaires, you're gonna be the 10th one. If you're around 9 negative people, you're gonna be the 10th negative person. So a lot of young women be around a lot of negative females in their family that's friends and families of theirs. So they adopt their mindset, and their initial mindset wouldn't even be like that. But since they're around it all the time, they just adapt what they adapt. They just adapt, and they take the same mindset that they have now, just because they're around it all the time. So like I said, so that's the compliment of like saying that women are actually kind of innocent in the beginning, and that's still true because until they get around certain company, like I said, family members and friends. But then again, now even though I gave y'all that compliment, I gotta pull a rug again, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because everything connects. Because a lot of women, that say niggas ain't this and all that and stuff like that, women will tell other girls about bad guys. So when they tell them that, if the girls still make the choice, now, and see, this is what's so crazy, because when girls tell like their young daughter or their young niece or whatever, or just their female friends tell a other female friend about bad guys or negative guys or whatever, right? You would think the negative news would make the girls say, ooh, I don't want that. But what do girls do?
I want that.
He bad? Let me try.
Interesting.
So, what is that? A choice. That's why I love what you said earlier, Sean, about with the smoking. If they all smoke, since I don't like smoking, let me make a choice to get away from that so I won't be the 10th smoker. Because I see 9 smokers over there. I'm not finna be number 10. Let me move. That's a choice that Sean made. So if girls had nothing but bad stuff about bad guys, that girl can be like, let me mess with a good guy so I won't be the 10th girl to get a bad guy. That's still a choice, right? Yeah. But notice, they make a choice, but instead of making a choice to go away from the bad guy, they make a choice to try the bad guy. And that's still a choice. So then when they get the outcomes they get, you can't get mad because you had displays in front of you of the person that was jacked up and wasn't about nothing. Mm-hmm. So if you made that choice to mess with the bad guy, you could have made that same choice to avoid the bad guy.
Of course. Yep.
So it still go back to choice. If they like, man, if they all going through this, let me go. You got Ray Ray in it, but Sean, right? You know what? Y'all keep saying Sean is boring. That's y'all words. I'm finna try the good guy. I'm finna try Sean. And let me see what y'all saying is the hype. Then when a girl mess with Sean, y'all tried to keep me from this. I ain't got to worry about getting shot. We go bowling. We do. It's fun. And y'all talking about he's a boring, he's a lame. Like, y'all want me to go over there where I get shot and go to jail and he cool. But y'all told me to avoid him. No, I'm glad I didn't listen to y'all and try him because my life is good over here. Y'all can have all that Ray Ray stuff. They have the power to do that, but they're not going to do it. They're going to go right to the Ray, be like, hi. They're going to go right to the Ray Ray and stay over there. And you be like, and that's why I love that example. Didn't me and you go through that, cuz, 2 summers ago?
Yes, we did.
When you approached that girl like a gentleman, I like thugs. Sorry.
Yes. And
she just said that both. We were just like, okay.
I couldn't say.
We couldn't even say nothing. We were just like, wow. And she let it be known, oh, no, y'all good. I don't like good boys. I like thugs. She said it just like that. Yep. My cousin Trump was trying to holler at this chick. She was just like, oh, no, I don't like good guys. I like thugs. She said it just like that. We couldn't do nothing but respect it. Because we knew in the end she was going to, it was going to bite her in the butt. But we were just like, okay. 2 years later, this girl is...
And it did.
2 years later, the girl is like crying, trying to get back with us now, or like trying to get back with Sean. And now it's like, oh no, you didn't want us then. Like, no, now you want us to clean up. And you still don't even want us. You want us to clean up. You still don't want us. You just want us to clean up. So it's like, you just want us to clean up your mess. So it's like, so it ain't even genuine. But it's funny, man. It's I don't know. It's crazy. But it still go back to choice. It always go back to choice. So if you can make a choice to mess with the bad guy, knowing the dangers of it, you can make that same choice to avoid the good guy and try the good guy. Avoid the bad guy and try the good guy. Because remember, oh, he born, he isn't. No, you don't know until you try, right? Just like when it's a bad guy, instead of avoiding that, you could just avoid it. But you was like, let me try it anyway. So if you bold enough to try the bad, you can also try the good. And don't try the good when it's too late because you tried the bad. Try the good in the beginning. Don't go to the good when it's too late. So now that's disingenuous. That's disingenuous because you only want somebody to clean up the mess you purposely made. So it's not real. If you're real, go with the good from the beginning. But they don't want that, and they're not going to do that. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Yep. It's crazy.
So I just want to get my last take on this, and we're going to shut this sucker up. Shut it down. No, but I always said that, Tony. You hang with 9 broke friends, you're bound to be the 10th one. Yep. That's anything. You hang with evil communications, corrupt good manners. So if you hang around people, and a lot of women always say, well, I ain't this, I ain't that, I ain't no whore, nothing like that, but your friends are sluts. They sluts. And these are the same girls that you fight for. Oh, we grew up together, we do this and that. You know what these girls do. Hey, 9 out of 10, you backed up for them. No, well, you seen such and such. Oh, no, she at work lying to people because she's over there with some other dude. But if you keep hanging around this stuff, and you keep hanging around it, you're going to turn out to be just like her. Yeah. What makes you think you're not going to change to be like her? Unless you like from Krypton or something. But make a long story short, it's like I always say, it's image, because image is everything. You hang around people like that, you're going to turn to those same people. So if you don't want to be judged like that, change the company you keep.
Facts.
It's real easy. But people like to hold on to their friends, and their friends can be dogs, their friends can be sluts, the guys, their friends can be murderers. It's the same thing. You hang around a murderer, and y'all walking down the street, and that dude killed somebody, and they see him walking down the street, you ain't have to have nothing to do with it. You think they're going to just shoot him? They're going to shoot you too.
Because you with him.
You're with him. But that's it for PTSD. I hope y'all enjoyed. Sean and Tony took over the show. Yeah, I was tied up with Sean pantyhose. But that's gonna do it for PTSD. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, and I hope y'all learned something from this, because it's very, very vital, important information that we be giving out sometimes. Y'all might not look at it now like that, but with just my father used to tell me, keep living. All you gotta do is keep living, and you will see these things we talk about unfold right before your eyes, just like I did, just like they do, just like pretty much everybody else do now. But that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. As usual, you can follow me on YouTube, Pico the City Brown, PTSD 101 Talk is all under the same platform. So this is us telling you guys to keep God first, pray more, always do that. Stay warm, because it's kind of cold out there. But see y'all next Sunday, and like I told you guys yesterday, I'll be out of town tomorrow, so I'm be doing shows in Vegas.
Hey,
Okay.
Look out for that.
That's gonna be lit.
I'll probably do some video calls from y'all.
Yeah.
Some
That's
little
gonna be
Vegas
cool.
things. So
Yep.
it's gonna be fun. So y'all just
Yeah.
gotta stay tuned. Remember, go to YouTube, subscribe. Pico City PTSD's all on the one thing. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. But without any further ado, we finna close it out, because Sean gotta get home. Gotta go to work. See you guys next Sunday. This is PTSD signing off, saying later.